So in the interest of making content for my channel, I'm going to show you how I made the shirts that I wear for my workout videos. I started off, I had my daughter print me out in the font that I wanted. I cut it out with an X-Acto knife. That you can see wrinkled. I don't know how well that shows up. Didn't work too well once it was used. So I transferred it to a piece of plastic. Put the plastic down, put some protection, sprayed through it with a reduced black paint. As you can see, I've got the shirt stretched over a piece of plywood, keeps it nice and flat, firm. I've got the black wicked iron down, and then I start light to dark. This will be like a candy pigment orange. Gives me a little bit of a rust look. Comes in really slow, really easy, because you can't really go lighter. Once it's on there, it's really hard to lighten things up and have it look good. So what I'll do is I'll bring it in. The lightest color that's going to be, if you look at a lot of rust, it's got kind of an orange tint to it. Gets to a brown depending on what it's on, what it's made from, whatever. Get some more down here. Put in some spots, let it run. I kind of like the way it looks, old and used. Just aged. I got my tag on my YouTube channel, Old Car Guy 74. I don't know if that's supposed to mean that I'm old or that I'm into old cars, but take it how you will, I guess. Come in, put some orange. Just make it look like it's running down, the sides. Add a little more paint. Running down the sides, filling in, running off, dripping. He's got kind of a, runs all to the middle. Added a little more paint, got it thinned out properly. Follow it along. Like I was saying before, you kind of follow the shape. The K kind of drips off, kind of like it's an elevated. The C kind of comes to the middle. Kind of like doing fire. You can't really do it wrong too much. It's all in your taste. Make the R drip a little here. The O is going to be full. Come down and run. Make the whole thing look a little bit rusty. And then drip it off. And drip it off. Got a little water splat in there. I'm using water-based paint. Once it dries, it'll be fine. Might thin it out a little bit in there. We'll see. I'll add some color over it. Fill it in. Get some deeper color. got this paint thinned out real much, so it's not coming out with a really heavy color, because this is kind of a faded. You'll see the darker over it. You want to add a little up here, with this aged looking, so it all looks about the same. E, we'll drop some off the D here. Next I'll grab some brown, mix it in there a little bit so it gets a little darker, looks a little more like rust. Okay, I've got my darker color mixed up. I'm gonna fill it in. Try to just tone down that orange a little bit. Make it look like it's running. Get real close. You can see some veins in there, kinda. A little bit of a spot where I let off the trigger. I think that'll be fine. Paint's mixed up a little thick, not looking like it's wanting to spray. Just toning down the orange a little bit, giving it some runs. It's a very small detail that you won't see unless you get up close, most likely. But I think it helps it make it look a little bit better. Since this is going to be a workout shirt, I'm debating whether I want to paint abs on it or not. I did for a company Christmas party years ago. I took some of our work shirts and painted six-packs on them. Had quite the reaction. But I'm trying to be a little more serious with this, so we'll see where I end up going with it. I don't want to take myself too seriously here. Now I got these spots down here. I'm going to do what I can to make them look like something. I got a mix of brown and orange. Just fading these down a little bit more, making them look a little more crusty, dulling out the bright orange. And make that one look like it comes off there. Orange comes down. Let that one get real wide. Pull away. I don't know if that's showing up. Yeah. And here I am with basically the final product. I might tweak it down the road, but for right now, this is good enough.